Okay, I'm inside the Greater Southwest Greater Southwest Historical Museum, Ardmore, Oklahoma, and this is the cabin I was telling you about. And it was built in 1892. They dismantled it and brought it here to this museum. It was just so awesome. So let me show you around it real quick before we go inside. Hopefully my camera will film inside. But it's a big structure, really. But you got to come to this museum. It's right off of 35. It'll take you a minute to pull off the interstate and come see it if you come through at the right time. But it's got all sorts of facts on it, all the way around it, and see if I can get a picture from far. Got a roof and everything. I'll show you the outside before I show you the inside. Lucky enough to be able to go inside. So there's another one of those wood tiled roofs, and so they got some cool exhibits. Lady taking a bath in the tub and all that. And I'll pan the. Here's the chimney, and they have different exhibits that they move in and out. So it's really fun. You can come back in a month or whatever and see something totally different. Somebody. This is a spittoon one, that's cool. Zoom in on that. Okay. And there's some cool, like Remingtons on one. Sure. Like a Cowboy Hall of Fame here. I thought this was really cool. This was donated by a lady's family that was in Ardmore, and it shows some of her. She was beautiful. Here's a picture of her, probably at her I don't know. It was at her yearbook picture. Look how fancy they were back then. If you can see it, it's in glass. So see if I can get right. Beautiful lady, and it showed hats throughout her life that she wore. And then here's that gown right next to it that was in that picture. Isn't that amazing? She must have come from a wealthy family. But anyway, she's beautiful. So anyway, back to the cabin. Cool organ. Back to the cabin. It tells all around the cabin about everything on it and some historical other places in Oklahoma. But anyway, let's go inside. So hopefully my camera will. I've never taped or recorded in low light, so like. Anyway, here's the stove right here. Isn't that cool? It's like mint condition almost. Here's where they'd wash up. Can you imagine just washing up and not having a sink or anything? And then this room here has I don't know, maybe they covered their walls in this. Looks like a cotton fabric. But it has their little table, and a lot of these things were in this cabin. I mean, it was all unmolested apparently. The families didn't take a lot of the stuff, thank goodness. But I don't know if I can get this at all in here. Oh, it's a step up, but you see how low the ceilings are. I'm 5'6", and here's their fireplace. I really like that. I'm hoping this comes out. It's kind of dark in here. I thought lights came on when you came in, but let's see. What's that? Chair? Oh, lights did come on. Okay, you got to trip them. A Hall 3, but here's their here's their cool. I'd love to have that. I don't know how the wood will work on each side of it, but anyway, I'd love to have that fireplace. I'm a fireplace guy. But anyway, then they got a big old piano in this place, that's for sure. There's a chair. And then you go into their bedroom. You gotta watch your step throughout it, but look at that bed. I'd like to sleep on that. And there's some of the chinking in the logs. And cool. Gotta have your trunk. Cool old dresser. And just a prairie home. Just live simple. Look at that wood stove. Keeps you warm at night. All vented and hooked up. And then there's their bed. And more of that cotton fabric. I'll have to find out if that's something they did back then. But I don't know, this is hard to watch because you're not here. And lights came on here too, yay. But here's, I guess, a bedroom. Oh no, it's a dining room now. Dining room, and then the other room in there was the kitchen area. But it's a lot of fun to go through. There's your spittoons, everybody. And then there's maybe they partaked of a little whiskey in their time, but there's, like I said, there's a lot of facts on the outside of this cabin, and pictures and stuff, and they pretty much have it like it was back then. Bicentennial Resurrection, restoring the museum, restoring the historical heirloom, restoring a historical heirloom. It tells all about it, so you'll come out knowing about it. And they just have different. Here's somebody's. Those old computers, remember those? Typewriters, how big they were. Somebody has a camera collection over here. They have set up the years through all the cameras. Maybe this one would be in it one day. I'm long gone. Then somebody looks like a law office. I don't think I want to be in there. There was an old store in Ardmore called Dobby's, and so they have I like these scales. I wish they still had these on the streets. Might keep you from eating a lot of fast food. Dobby's department store, and they have a really cool setup for it too. It was a big store in town, and the family's still in this area doing other business ventures. But remember these shoe things you put your foot in and measured your foot? You have that claw base on the coat rack. But they got old boxes from when, you know, things that they would have sold. That's pretty cool. Somebody kept all that. But it was a pretty store, I heard. They used to really decorate it for Christmas with animatronics and all that in the window. Building's still standing. So, and then here looks like the printing press. And then down this way, I know you don't want to see everything in here because it would be like an hour-long deal. But here's an old school. It has some original school stuff. You can. There's a skeleton in there. Old chalkboard and all that. But blacksmith shop. Everybody's got to have a blacksmith shop inside of there. I got to show you something out here. They added this on here recently, and you tractor guys are going to be very happy. There's some more school desks. But you tractor guys are going to like this part because they've added on an air-conditioned area. Now they got some more farm machinery outside, but they have some gorgeous tractors that have been restored in a whole room here, guys, and farm implements. Outside is some more bigger ones, it looks like. I won't go out there because I want to show you around to maybe they have an exhibit room also that they have. I was looking out the door and missed my shot. But cool old tractors for you tractor guys. This is all AC and cool in here. You can spend the day just enjoying and then eating at maybe Two Frogs. The famous Two Frogs is right up the street. And they have some cool signs. There was a big dairy in town called Culvert's Dairy. You ought to see the house that they lived in. It's still standing with some of the family members still living in it, elderly family members, and a lot of the antiques are still in the house. I talked to a caretaker, and there's some amazing things. I got to see some photos, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous mansion. But Culvert area, it was big in this area. Yeah, just miscellaneous farm stuff the ladies might use. So, and then they got a cool mural, tools of our land. But that's a new exhibit that they've added. So, on to the rest real quick. I don't want to have an hour-long video for you guys. Click off of it, but hey, click like and subscribe. I'm going to be going to some cool places. I'm just hitting this because I'm in town on some business, but I wanted to do it anyway. It was on my list. So, all right. And then we got another old cabin type shack that I probably would have lived in. I would have in my place. Then we'll go on to the roving. This is the museum they changed out. Here's an old chicken yard, an old chicken coop, and I guess that would be a incubator maybe. And they have it all set up in here. I actually donated a picture to the military part of it. They have a great military part of this museum, and I'll do that on a separate video. And you'll want to check that out. Now, in here is the sanitarium, Hardy Sanitarium. And I always thought of sanitarium as like someone with mental issues would go to, but I think it was like a hospital, really. I don't know, but it talks about. But it's got a lot of artifacts in here from this guy's business. Look at that chair. You do not want to be in there. And then look at this gurney stretcher. That old mattress. Eesh. Zoom in on it so you see the. Well, I said that. But he has all his stuff in here, all of his things that he used. And it tells, here's a factoid. Things you can be very knowledgeable about this area if you can sit and read it. I don't have time today. This video will be too long. And then here's the doctor's office from a doctor who's in town. His family donated all this stuff. Oh, he was a chiropractor. Okay. So, really cool. My favorite part's coming up the soda fountain. Here's another. Here's this chiropractor bed. I need to zoom back so you can see. Oh, typewriters, those kill me. Oh, I like that Coke sign. On that Red Chief sign. Let's see if I can get it without a glare. Let's see. Big Chief. You don't see that very often. I like to have that sign. And then look at this old, I don't even know what they're called. Jukebox. That's what I call them. I don't know. It's kind of before my time. Then the old drugstore, which you can get a soda. I remember these. I remember getting candy out of these before. It's crazy. And I remember getting stamps out of stuff like this. So a lot of memories come back when you're inside a museum like this. So let's see. These old Coke machines, really cool. I remember getting pop out of coolers like that. Look at that. Coke for 3 cents. RC Cola. Alright, let's scoot down this way. There's like 2 different directions you can go in. There's somebody's more medical stuff. Ew. Oh, here's a wheelchair with a hole in it for the. Let's see. Let me zoom down this real quick. I love these wood floors. Here's a telephone booth. You don't see many of those at all. Here's switchboard. How would you like to work on that? Here. And I just think how many conversations they listen to. There's some phones. Down this hallway, you guys are going to like the rifle just